Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night. Howdy. Welcome to my first episode of All the Mods 10. Gonna be a little bit different than a first episode because I've already started. As you can see, if you played this mod pack or any previous mod pack, you might see that armor is high end, sort of. I don't know. But I did start this playthrough, so this will be kind of like a tips and tricks video. I want to show off my base and what I've done so far, and we'll continue on together. Well, this is where I started out, right here. I came down here and I dug a hole and started off as a 3x3, I suppose, and I kind of expanded. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. I guess I can quickly go through all of it. I don't really know the order here. I'm kind of just gonna go with the flow. So this armor is Supremium armor, and this Supremium armor has an augment that has flight, so I can fly, and it makes it really easy to build, which I've done a lot of. I have this Aldemodium pickaxe. It has no durability, so it's unbreakable, as you can see there. This is a mining laser, so it allows me to mine up stuff from very far, like that, like all the way over there. Sorry, tree. There we go. And it picks it up for me. It's really good for building. It's called a troll. I can go over that a little bit later. Night vision goggles. It allows me to see at night. This allows me to modify blocks into different types of other blocks. I'm gonna just have it for cosmetics. There we go. Nice. And I have these turned off. You can just turn them off by selecting this cosmetic armor button, and you can toggle it on and off. Or you can add a separate chest plate, and you can change the appearance of your character. Backpack here, magnet, pickaxe heater, which allows me to smelt items as soon as I mine them. It's kind of nice. I found all of these artifacts. This is also an artifact in random chests. These are rooted boot, replenishes hunger while you walk on grass, and a universal terminal. This is kind of like the main storage system that we're using currently. If I right click this, you can see all of the items we have in here. Let's sort by number of items. Sort items. Number of items. There we go. So this is all the stuff I've accumulated so far. It's a lot, I guess. I'll go over it in detail when we get back down there. So when you start out, best thing to do is, I don't know, break some trees down and go mining. There's this item here, really nice. Ah, here it is. This is my backpack. I have a bunch of other tools in here, which are kind of useful. I can showcase all this at some point. But for now, when you're starting out, I recommend making one of these. This is a tier 3, but a tier 1 is just a piston, 2 pistons, iron, and redstone, and a chest. And what this allows is when you're mining, it'll pick up the items in your inventory. I do have a lot of cobblestone, 465. And now I have 471. So this pocket storage really comes in clutch, especially if you don't have a backpack. I do not eliminate the animals here, so getting leather is a little bit difficult. There is a way to do it with zombie flesh and a basin. This would probably be your best bet for storage. It's pretty cheap, and you can upgrade them. It's really not that difficult to do. So I would recommend getting a pocket storage unit when you're first starting out, and a cardboard box. We'll go over here shortly. These two items are pretty good. Sawmill. I think this is it here. I don't actually have one of these, but let's make one of these real quick. Let's place it down here, and let's grab some logs. Now, from what I know, from what I've seen from other YouTubers, is that if you place this down, it'll give you this sawdust. Right now I have 4 sawdust. 4 sawdust makes a cardboard box, and with this it'll come in really clutch here shortly. This is my farm. This is from Mystical Agriculture. So there's a mod in this mod pack that allows you to make seeds for pretty much any resource you can find in the game. Almost any resource you can find in the game. You can pretty much make diamond seeds, you can make netherite seeds, you can make nether star seeds. So as you can see, I have seeds for steel, iron, redstone, gold, copper, netherite, diamond, fluix, which is used in applied logistics, which is our storage mod, which I'll go over shortly. Emeralds, fluorite, what is this? Sulfur and uranium. This is for mechanism, nuclear or fission reactors, which we'll get into later. I have not gotten there yet. This is the farm. It's also hooked up with growth accelerators and crystal resonance generator and crop supports and red fertilizer. This would be the best setup. Compressed ingots. I don't have enough. Can make some real quick. Let's grab some iron, TNT. First, we'll start off with the components right here. This is to show off how to get the fastest growing farm possible. Check it out. It's pretty fast. Like, it instantly grows. Show off how to get the red fertilizer first. I don't have crop supports on that, but those do. Which we can put it on here, I suppose. So red fertilizer you get with red dye, gold nuggets, wheat seeds, and some bone meal. And it'll give you 4. And all you have to do is place it on the dirt, and it'll gain these spots here. Next, you can add. So this is when the night vision goggles come in handy. You'll place these on here. Now we can see in the dark. So if I throw this stack here, and I grab a lever. No way. Did I make it? Did I make it? Yes, I did. I did throw 64 down, but there is a 80% chance that the ingot will not be produced. So, see, there's like a 20% chance of loss. But we did get some compressed iron ingots. And with that, you can make crop supports, which I can go ahead and make a couple more. Ingots. Place it down there and place it down there. So that's how you get, I don't know if it's going even faster now. So that's how you get the red fertilizer and the crop support. Next would be the growth accelerators, which is just fluix cables. So these, I can go more in depth to make them. You just need charged quartz, redstone, and nether quartz. The way you get charged quartz is by putting quartz in a charger. So if we go down here, this is from the advanced version, or there's an advanced add-on for this inventory pack. But as you can see here, I have one, if I can get there, I have one flawless budding Certus quartz. And it's growing fast with these 3 resonance generators and the growth accelerators here. These provide power to the growth accelerators, but as you can see, it broke it and put it in here. And then you grab one of these and put it in a charger, which is over here. Oh, and it goes back into our system and makes charged Certus, and then redstone, and there was nether quartz, and I think you just throw them in the water. I don't want to pick them up. There we go. Nice. Now, and if you manage to get 4 of these, which we just got 16 of them, you can make the seeds and you don't ever have to worry about doing that crafting again. There are ways you can automate that crafting, but I just made a seed and it's faster that way. You have 57,000 of it. But that's pretty much it for the recipe for this. It just requires fluix and iron, some quartz glass, which you get quartz dust. And if you break those while it's in a small form, you'll get the dust. Check it out. See if we can get one to show up. There we go. As you can see, we got 1 dust by breaking that. It's not recommended to do it that way. You can also just put them in a... You can put the full Certus crystal block in here, and it'll automatically turn it into dust. As you can see, it's going up here. So that's another way of doing it. I think it's more efficient if you wait for it to grow completely and then break it down. Or you can make did I not make a seed for that? Just not. I guess that is the most efficient way to do it, but I think you can make a seed for that as well. And you don't have to worry about breaking that down either. So that's pretty much our farm setup here. Have all these resources being gathered just by this farm. It's pretty efficient. It's being auto-crafted here with these Zycraft fabricators. Put in a recipe here and it'll craft it, and I have pipes being fed into the barrels. And that's pretty much it. The essence, if I go, let's see here and here, let's see, configuration tool, linking tool. So if we open up our linking tool, first off, to be more specific, the way that this actually works is that this is almost a 9x9. It's not entirely a 9x9. I can fit 9x9 in here. GG. All right, well, I'll fix that later. But that grew pretty fast. All right, so this is a harvester pylon, and this is an automotium bow. This is unbreakable, and what this allows me to do, it allows me to harvest anything in a 9x9 area. And it has fortune 2 and temptation. I don't know if fortune works or not. I have it on there. And that harvester pylon needs to be outputting into somewhere, so I have everything in here. These are items that I haven't made chests for yet, or auto crafting. I'm kind of running out of room here, so we're gonna expand. But I also have glowstone, nether essence, this makes glowstone, this makes anything from the nether, this makes amethyst, this makes prismarine shards, lapis, this makes bronze, this makes stone, and this makes anything nature related, I suppose. All the items from here gets pulled into this chest. And then I have pipes with filters. So everything I have a barrel for will get filtered and then get sent into this storage controller. And this storage controller is connected to all these drawers that you see here. I might have called them barrels. They're drawers. I don't know why I do that, but these drawers. I have a lot of drawers here. I'll show off this stuff in a bit, but I have kind of like fire, air, water, essence, tree, copper. I have a bunch more stuff here. And silicone for rubber, which is used for making drives and stuff. Dirt and essence makes stuff from the end. And yeah, the order might be out of whack here, but I'm kind of trying to go in order of like the flow of this space, I suppose. Those crystals over there have something to do with this cardboard box, which I'll show off pretty soon. This storage controller is connected to a storage bus that is connected to the system. And the way you connect things to this system is by having an ME controller, and you have cables connected to it, and then you have crafting terminals, kind of like a crafting table, but it's kind of like a panel version. You have like an encoder, which you can code recipes onto a drive, and you can store them in these pattern assemblers, and they can create the item that you want by requesting it. I will go more into detail about this mod pack and the storage system in a future episode, because I have something built out for this, which I will show off shortly. But this is our storage system. We have a quantum ring. This allows me to access our inventory from everywhere, pretty much. Quick tip, when starting out as well, if you go into your settings, and I'll give a recap at the end of the video, there's something that's called FTB Ultimine. I have mine's bind to left control and shift. On the top left, you can see there are different types of mines that you can do. For example, if I do this, it'll break a 3x3. If I do this, it'll create a tunnel of 64. If I do mining tunnel, if I do this, it'll create stairs going down. Unless it might not show, but if we break this, it'll continue down. Check it out. Also, a cool trick to do when you're first starting out, that is FTB Ultimine. Right now, back to the base. I guess I'll give really good tips throughout the video. I guess, I don't know. We have some Endermen here. Uh-oh, this one got mad. If you wanted to ever mute something, like a sound, you can go up to this, press E on keyboard or mouse, type in Enderman. You can pretty much mute any, for example, it said Enderman scream there, you just mute it, now I can't hear it. So it's kind of nice. This is a furnace, pretty fast furnace. Let's grab some cobblestone. Check it out. Boom. And it's just ridiculously fast. And that is a netherite furnace. You can work your way up to different tiers. This is a loot fabricator and a simulation chamber. So instead of having mob farms, you can simulate that here. In order to use these, you need prediction matrices, which are not that hard to craft. It's just iron, gold, some glass, and some clay. And it'll start simulating farming these mobs. And if it doesn't work, if it says failed on the bottom, it'll give you pretty much a nether prediction, which you can use to craft a bunch of different stuff. Let's see if we can get a successful one here. Yes, we did. If we got with that, this will give us coal. This is what a wither skeleton drops usually. I chose coal because it's a good way to farm coal. This is our power cube with the jetpack in there. Jetpack allows you to fly. It is also another good way to fly. So if you didn't have this, you can fly. Check it out. This is a cool plant I found in the cave. It's not very friendly, but it's cool. These are kind of like crafting storages. It's called crafting storage. Pretty much it allows you to store a lot of items depending on your craft. Each craft that you do, for example, if I wanted to craft, let's say bricks. Let's see what's a good sand. Something that I don't have any of that I can craft. Let's go here, craftable. For example, if I wanted to craft 1,000 white concrete powder, yeah, it uses 2,282 bytes. And depending on the storage size, depends on if you can make the craft or not. So this one's a 1K storage drive, and this is a 256K storage drive, which is 256,000. So this craft wouldn't be that difficult. So we can go ahead and craft that. And if we click on this, it'll show you that it's crafting it pretty much. So this is kind of like where it's pretty much the computer that processes that order you made. So you can order something and these will process it for you. And these are where the patterns are stored to craft the items for you. This just processes it, kind of like a storage to process the information. And this is to store the information of the order. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not that good. But this crafts it. and this kind of like stores it. Yeah, let's go with that. These are basic AE2. Oh no, I don't want to fight. But these pretty much can generate. These pretty much make the drives for storing your items. Next over here, we are generating cobblestone here. These are extractors by Zycraft. They're pretty good. I also recommend these. Extractor, where is it at? Here. So it's kiwi, which is found in caves. It's pretty common. Aluminum, dripstone, which is also common. Pistons, common. Item ports, aluminum nuggets in a bucket. Fairly cheap to make, and it can pretty much generate resources if you give it kind of like an item to pull from, kind of like absorb. For example, if you have fire and water, it'll make cobble, and so that cobble gets kind of like extracted and put into here. And then I have a sag mill here. Oh, I have an issue here. One of them is supposed to be for sand. That's why the stand's stuck here. But I've kind of strayed away from this and made seeds because it's just better. This is my power setup. At first, I started off the game with generators. There's this mod pack that's called Generator Galore. You could pretty much craft a bunch of generators, and it'll produce average amount of FE, so kind of like energy units. You put coal in there and it generates power, and it was powering up that machine for a while. However, adding more items and these, I just required more power. Let's take this jetpack off and put this back on. I would like to show off my power setup. It's pretty good. First things first, these machines right here that are processing the fuel needed to make more power is being powered by is being powered by these wind generators, and these are probably the best early game generators you can make. The higher you put them, the more energy they produce. But these are fairly simple. You would have to get into Mechanism. It's a tech mod pack, but it's fairly easy. It's comprised of just using redstone, copper, gold, and gold osmium, which is a Mechanism ingot, which is found everywhere pretty much, kind of like iron. So redstone, osmium, and that's about it, honestly. You can create these generators and they produce power. So let's go back down here. So that power is being brought into an energy cube, also by Mechanism, that stores the power here. And here we have a cactus farm. I have 500,000 cactus. And the way that this works is this is called SNAD. So the way you make this is sand. Like other good early game tips, if you like power generation early, you can set one of these up and it's pretty good. But pretty much you just place a cactus and it like kind of like instantly grows. And if you place apparently if you have a block next to it, it kind of like auto breaks, as you can see. If you so the recipe, once again, it's just 2 sand. I don't know if I mentioned that. I just kind of just crafted it. The recipe is 2 sand, but pretty much once the cactus grows, it breaks because of this block. I'm assuming the spikes kind of like make contact with the block and it breaks. But this is just a collector. And it's fairly easy to make. It's only obsidian and an ender pearl. So it's really cheap. And pretty much you can get infinite cactus this way. So it's pretty nice. I do like it. But that cactus is being put into a crusher. And it's generating biofuel, which we have here. That biofuel is then being processed into substrate, which is getting pulled out of here and getting sent into here via a modular router, which is hidden here. So as you can see, this item here, there's a puller and sender module. This pulls that item from here and sends it into here. Or yeah, this sends to this, and then there you go. This sends to that. Yeah, that's how it works. They're hidden here, but it makes it more compact, and I don't have to use less cables and space it out. We'll go more in depth with all this stuff in a bit, but if you're tight on space, it's a very good way to pull and send items with the puller module MK2 and the sender module MK2. MK2 allows you to pull from a radius, whereas the first one just allows you to send it to the blocks around it. I think that's how that works. But this pressurized reaction chamber is using the biofuel to make substrate and ethene combined with water and hydrogen. So we have a sink here. Sink is getting put into here, into an electrolytic separator, and it's creating hydrogen, and hydrogen is getting put into here, and that same water from the sink is getting put into here as well. And with those two, along with biofuel, it makes ethene and that substrate, which is used later down the road. But then we have a gas burning generator, and this generates roughly 8,000, or 3,000 FD a tick, whereas this simple coal generator was just generating 32. So that is, I don't know, a 3,000% increase in power just with the simple setup with cactus. This is a really good, I would say, early to mid game setup. Even late game, you can just expand this. For example, I have so much cactus that I can just add a row of crushers and make more. And just by this one crusher, I've already stockpiled this much. So you can expand on this simple setup and you can get more power. These are the machines that are used to make the alloys to make the wind generators. We'll go over more of this later. We have Ethereum stuff here. So this is kind of like Mystical Agriculture's main ingot, I guess, or main item. And you can use that to make this armor that I have. It does require a lot, but if you can stockpile this, you'll be good. And the way you would get started with that is by first making seeds. This would probably be the first seed you make. And Ethereum. So you take a seed and some Ethereum essence and you craft it, and then you just plant it down and you just stockpile it like there. You can find it anywhere, like literally it's right here, right there. I haven't mined it yet, but it can be found anywhere in the world. But that'd be your first seed to make when you want to get into this mod pack. You could also follow this order here, and there's also a guidebook here that'll teach you kind of like more in depth. I will be going into more detail about this mod later. Back to the cardboard here. So let's go ahead and break those. This cardboard box will allow you to pick up items. Now, where do you find those crystals? These are called flawless budding Certus quartz. Now, do I have any budding? Yes, I have a damaged one. Check it out. I have a flawless one. Where do you find these? Well, this will pretty much be your main resource in order to build all this out. Your inventory setup. So if we go over here, around your world, you'll see kind of like these large map round areas. It's usually where meteors are stored or held, but I already hollowed this one out. But you'll find a bunch of these here, and this is where I found this one. Sometimes you'll find a damaged one. A flawless one is the one you want. This produces the most quartz and full crystals. I don't know too much on details on that, but I know that this one produces the best amount of Certus quartz, and these damaged ones produce not that many. But if I were to break this, oh, flawless. Maybe it's because of my pickaxe. Yeah, there you go. If you break it with a pickaxe, it actually turns into a chipped budding Certus quartz, which means it will kind of render it useless. So that's where your cardboard box will come into play. So if you do happen to run into a meteor and you want to get into that inventory mod, which is highly recommended, you want to make a cardboard box and place it on a flawless budding quartz. This one is damaged, so this one. But if you keep breaking it, it'll give you a Certus quartz block, and it'll give you like a good amount of Certus quartz to begin with. I learned that from a YouTuber not too long ago as well. Cardboard box, really useful. You can also pick up mob spawners. So if you want to save a specific mob spawner, if you encounter one, like a blaze spawner, that'll work. I have more of those Zycraft extractors here. This one is for lava. So you put lava, dripstone, and an extractor. You pretty much get infinite lava. Lava, water, cobblestone, and a magma block. You'll get stone. This is the same cobblestone setup that I have over there. This is for diorite. So if you put lava, water, and diorite, you'll get more diorite. This is a simple sugarcane farm. It's using the same method as the cactus, but this is for sugarcane. This is a Just Dire Things simple block breaker with a diamond hoe. And it just gets put into this barrel via this collector. So it'll break and it'll just get put into here. I have 3,000 of it. You can't probably see it here, but this is for calcite. Calcite, which I use a lot of, which is why I have these blocks here. This is calcite. So it's just a bone block, water, and the extractor, and it makes this. And I have these pipes here kind of just for aesthetics, instead of just having a block. Simple enchanting table, tinkering table. This allows me to put like augments into my gear. This goes into a mining dimension, which we can go and check it out real quick, I guess. I built a house here, that's why it's like that, but it's pretty much just a flat, super flat world. And you can pretty much just go mining. Now, I do have a bunch of stuff in here, so let's go ahead and throw all this in here. This right here is a mining laser, and it's maxed out. I do recommend this as well if you're starting out. It's really nice. You can set the size to 5x5, 7x7, 3x3, so you can just do that. This is a nice way of getting silk touch too. I have fortune 3, I have silk touch, I have a void junk, which allows me to void items. You can place torches. It's like a magnet option that picks up the items here. It's pretty cool. I do recommend it. And Let's see. Silk touch. It's pretty much just a golden apple, gold, some slime, and some diamonds, and some lapis and redstone and glass, and you pretty much have silk touch. So that's kind of nice. Oh, as you can see here, it says I have 33,000 of this item. With the new 1.21 update, there are these settings that allow you to enable pick block and restock. The one I have checked here is restock, but it says I have 31 here, but I can keep placing these down and it'll pull from my inventory system. So it's kind of nice. So let's go back. That portal leads to the house. Let's put the portal mod. So let's just, I can just show it off here. This is a portal gun. Check it out. So if I just, it's pretty simple. It's really easy to make as well. I just need some blazed ingots and an Eye of Ender. And the way you make those ingots is by using Just Dire Things goo, which we will also get into, kind of just giving you like a sneak peek, I suppose. What? You just place the iron here. I think it's gold. It's the gold what I need. I think it's gold. So there are different stages to this, but this is the iron stage and this is the gold stage. And there's like a diamond stage and there's like another block. There's 2 more stages after this, but Just Dire Things is made by Direwolf20 and it has a bunch of cool mods. He's also a YouTuber. Kind of nice. Maybe I'll make my own mod someday. I don't know. But the way you make that portal gun is with the items that get spawned once this is complete. So I'll show that off as soon as it's done. But this portal gun is really nice. It's really useful too to get to places. You can kind of just place it anywhere. You just got to remember which button to click. The orange or the yellow is the right and the blue is the left. Just remember that. It happens if you misclick, I suppose. But I kind of wanted to show off the ingredients and how to get this. So if you wanted to make one on your own, you can. It's a good way of teleporting between places. So as you can see, I got a raw blaze gold ore. And with the... It didn't give me the raw ore. I have this pickaxe here, which I showed off earlier. But if I mined ores, it'll automatically smelt them for me. So I just got 3 of them. So that's how you get that, just with gold. And pretty much just converting a couple of gold blocks and an Eye of Ender gets you a portal gun. And you just charge it up. And you have a good way of teleporting anywhere you like. That's cool. So I think I showed off everything here. This is a sink. And that sink is kind of like being... Water is being extracted from the sink and put into here. Let me put this away. And it makes singularities, which is along with the 64K drive to store the water. It compresses all that water into a singularity, which is used to make wireless. Which is used to make like a wireless system, which is how I can have access to my items all the way up here. Wow, I've been talking for a while, bro. I've talked more now than I have probably the whole month. I don't know. That's pretty much my starter base here. A little tour of our home here. I got a backpack that I got from a mob, I think. Salvager. Gear. Diamond. Pretty much, oh, mending. That's nice. But pretty much, if you put any gear that you find, I found diamond horse armor in chests. So that was like a really easy way to get diamonds, especially early on when I didn't have the diamond seeds. But that's how you pretty much break down the components. This is pretty much to modify your mining gadget. So as you can see, I have all these upgrades here. Once you get your farm set up, it'll be a lot easier to craft stuff because you have more resources. So let's see. This is good. Jetpack's good. Early flight. There are a bunch of ways to get around, but I kind of like that one. I'm gonna go to sleep here. These are my friends. The llamas just came and visited me, and they stayed here. Is my friend Oink Oink. That's his name, or her. I don't know. This is Wolfie. That is our starter base here. If we go here, this is my little starter farm. So I have some carrots, some bamboo, which is a good fuel source for furnaces as well. Some sugarcane, some potatoes, some carrots, some wheat, and some tomatoes. That's kind of nice. So that's our starter farm. This is our starter home. I did build a house. I just finished it today, which is why I'm starting this episode, because we're going to move everything into the new house for the most part and kind of just separate it. We'll have some things at the house here. We'll have storage in this building here, and we'll make a farm over there somewhere, and we'll make a 9x9 somewhere over there to put more of Modpack stuff in there. Lots of plans. Lots of plans. Oh, next I want to show off where our storage system is going to be. And it's going to be over here. Now, this is, I don't know what you would call it, but this is inspired by Gothic architecture, cathedrals, pretty much those two. Gothic, yeah, pretty much it. Gothic architecture. This is my storage area where I'm gonna keep all the digital inventory stuff. So I'm going to put all this computer stuff in there. This YouTuber here, Shells1234, pretty much gives a in-depth tutorial on Gothic architecture, and she explains how to make pretty much the layout. As you can see here, she includes various of diagrams and easily explains the concept, I suppose. Some positive comments here. If you'd like to check out on how to make Gothic architecture, very good tutorial here. Also has a world download. It's very useful. I used it a lot. So check this out. This is where I got some of my, or a lot of my inspiration from. I learned how to do it this way, and I kind of like followed the tutorial, I suppose. And I also got inspired by this Lego piece here. These are pictures of her tutorial world. This is me inside the tutorial world that was included in this world download. So that's kind of nice. And the towers on the side were inspired by this Redditor, or this is his Instagram, at Erlos Builds. But I like the color palette he used here. It's kind of nice. So I did like the way it was set up. So I kind of built something similar. It is a little bit different. Maybe not as much detail as this, but I did like the color palette. So I based my whole base or build there around that color palette. Calcite, white concrete, diorite, and polished diorite. So it's pretty nice. You check it out here. It's pretty cool. I like it. That jetpack. Now, if I have the jetpack on as well, as you can see, I can fly a lot faster. Having both of them is pretty nice. This is our inventory room. Now, if we just take the jetpack off and walk through the steps here, it is pretty nice. you'll be greeted with these big arches or archways. I don't know. We have an Enderman that came to visit. But this is where we're going to store our inventory system. So as you can see, this is the computer of that inventory system we have. This is that crystal resonance generator that is on the growth accelerator and the farm. This is kind of just for looks right now. This will be a 5x5 or 7x7x7 cube, I suppose. I don't know the details. But this will be our inventory room. This will have our main computer system inventory room where we can do a bunch of crafting and have access to all this stuff. Stationary. And if we go, there also is a downstairs here. Check it out here. Get some angles. It took me a while to build, maybe like a week. I don't know. I like it though. I do like it. And if we come down here, there's also a basement. So this will be where the computer will sit, like the ME controller. And if we go down here, this is where all the hard drives and the crafting processors and the crafting storages will go. I made a spiral staircase that goes down the floor. We have some bats in here. And this is where we'll store our stuff. These are called anti-blocks. They're pretty cool. They're not affected by shadow, so they're kind of just really bright. I would like to make a room, kind of like, would like to make it like a paint. I would like to make a room with just white anti-blocks where you can kind of go through the window and have like a little area to work with. Future plans, I suppose. But this is our basement. This is also a mega torch. If you place this around your base, another tips and tricks. Mega torch, it prevents mobs from spawning. Mega torch. That's 2 diamonds, gold, and logs and torches. And pretty much it'll block mobs from spawning in a radius. I heard it was 64 by 64, but I'm not too sure. But it's a pretty big radius. I haven't had any mobs besides these bats come in here, but keep me company here, I suppose, too. So this is the downstairs level of our inventory area. It's not bad. I like it. This will be our main hub. This took me a while to build. I do like it. Am I proud of it? I don't know. I couldn't decide whether to keep these planks or make it like that. If you watched it this far, tell me which one you prefer. These planks in the inside or the same kind of pattern on the inside that is on the outside. Let me know, this one or that one, if you'd like. But that's where we'll remove all of our inventory stuff. And then this will be our new home here. So if we go over here, I made a little bridge. I could fly there, but this is nostalgic, I guess. This is our first bridge. I would like to make this better. And I would like to make like a nice, cool bridge there. Now, if we grab our boat, this is one of the first boats I made. I say one of the first because I did, I'd rather not talk about it. But if you check it out here, oh, those got reset. I don't know why, but this is our new house. So instead of that little hole in the water there, this will be our new house. This actually was inspired by one of my favorite games, Fortnite. Do I have any pictures here? Yes. There's currently a house in that in Fortnite currently, which is secluded, and I kind of like the house, so I made it my own, and I made it in Minecraft. So I got pretty much the idea from there, but it also reminds me of kind of like German architecture, I suppose, where it's kind of the same. I did see a house similar to that one on Instagram once. I could not find the pictures, but these are as close to the image I can find here. Check it out. It's somewhat of the same style, kind of. It's a little bit different, but it has the kind of like the windows on the roof, the pillars on the side. Yeah, that's where I got the inspiration for our house. So here it is at night. Some spooky stuff here. Also another tip here. Oh, here we go. Another tip is if you're out exploring, you can make something that's called a sleeping bag. It's just wool in a up and down shape. You can use any color you'd like, but pretty much it doesn't reset your spawn point. But a sleeping bag is a good way to pass through the night. I have it in my backpack. Backpacks are also really good to make. The backpack's right here. You can attach it here, and it'll show it to you. It'll be right there. And a lot of mobs carry backpacks with them, and there's a chance for you to pick them up. But if you don't get lucky, you can make a backpack with chest, leather, and string. Pretty simple, and then you can kind of work your way up the tiers, and it'll just allow for more slots, as you can see here. So it's kind of nice. I have a bunch of tools here that I use to build in the backpack. I'll go over these at some point, but not today. This is our house. Now, these are called trophies. So if you can pretty much, it's pretty much a trophy. It's pretty much drops when you have eliminated a bunch of the same mob. As you can see here, I have a wither one. And then you can also lower it. And I had it placed here because it's Halloween theme. Check it out. And let's just make this one here. I don't know why they reset, but check it out. These can go pretty big. So let's go ahead and set it to 4. Check it out. Gee, we have a wither, zombies, wither skeletons, and some pumpkins. These are cool pumpkins. They're added by the chipped mod. You can pretty much grab this tool, which I had earlier. You can put a pumpkin in here, and you can craft different types. So I can maybe show an example. Maybe, do I have a regular pumpkin here? No. All right. Oh, I still have that in 7x7. Be careful. Let's see if I can make a jack-o'-lantern real quick and show you. I have a couple more machines here that I didn't show off. This is an enrichment chamber. You can put ancient debris here to get netherite scrap. This is a sawmill. You put pumpkins in here and it creates carved pumpkin. And with this, oh, hello. I didn't look at your eyes, I promise. Oh, maybe I did, I don't know. Alright. But pretty much if you right click this tool here and you select the pumpkin, it'll get highlighted and you can craft any one of these pumpkins. Now I don't know how to just do one individually, so we can click this one and we'll make a pumpkin together here. Spooky, upside down. Let's see, maybe like a happy one. All right, squish cute. Let's make this. All right, so as we can see here, where are we going to place this pumpkin? Right here. Nice, squished cute carved pumpkin. This is the chip mod. You can pretty much select any block and you can convert it into a different type of block for aesthetics. It's really nice. I like it. It's with an iron and a mason table, and that's just brick, more iron, wood, and a crafting table. So that's this tool here. That's how I made the pumpkins. Spider webs, pumpkins, another type of pumpkin. But this is the house from the outside. This is where we'll be living, and have a spot for the animals over there, our friends. They'll be living in this house with me, keeping me company. Brick. I don't know why it's not filled in there, but here we go. This is the house. Now, let's take a look inside. You're greeted with a library. I don't have it properly lit in here yet. I literally just built it. So for now, night vision goggles. Now, I do have this turned off and on, but you can kind of toggle it. You can see it yourself wearing it. However, I kind of just want to have them off. So this is a library, and this is a chiseled bookshelf from Minecraft. I think this is new with this update, but you can put books in here, and it's pretty cool. You can get them back. So I would like to set up an enchanting room there and to kind of store the best books here, just for show. I like it. Maybe we'll store our best books here. But that's our little library here. We have a chair, kind of like where we eat breakfast. It's kind of nice. Let's do a portal there, and this will bring us right back to our base. Currently, we're gonna move all this stuff somewhere else. It might not be in here. Some of it might be in here. I don't know. But we have our library. This is another entrance to the back. And we have another entrance here to the back. I don't know the reasoning for that, but it's cool, I guess. I liked it. This is our kitchen. We have a very happy pumpkin here. We have a nice flower, some spices, a spice rack. It's just saplings. Put it there for show. An oven. We can put coal in here and cook items. Toaster. I'm assuming you can put bread in here. Let's check it out. Bread. Oh wow, look, check it out. I never did that. There's a percentage up top. We got knives for, I don't know, cooking salmon, making some sushi. I think there is sushi in this mod pack. Yes. So we can use that knife to make sushi later. We're making some toasted bread. This is a stationary version of the chiseled mod I showed off just a little bit ago. Some cabinets. I'm gonna put a bunch of potatoes in here and carrots. We love our potatoes and carrots. And we have a furnace. This is an emerald furnace. This is one tier before the netherite furnace I showed. There's also diamond. If we type in furnace. So the higher you go up, the faster it is. It'll tell you the cook time right there. Check it out. I got some toasted bread. All right, I'm gonna store it here for now. Some bread. All right. Should have maybe put it in the fridge, or maybe it'll last longer in the fridge. Oh, nice! Look, it even shows you here. I like that. So this is our kitchen. This area here will lead to a basement or a downstairs level, to where I'll have a bunch of more stuff. I don't know yet, so stay tuned. We have a balcony here, and we can see our nice Gothic castle architecture cathedral inspired build there. Inventory room. We're gonna call it inventory room. Yeah, that's our inventory room. But this is balcony. I might put a hammock in here or something. I don't know, maybe a chair. I would like it to be useful. This will kind of like be an enchanting area, so we can put our books in there. This will be like where we move our enchanting table. It's in our base currently. We have a chair. Yeah. If we go up the stairs here, this is my office area, and I'm gonna put the llamas, oink oink, and our wolfie here. Keep me company while I work. We have an upside down jack-o'-lantern here. Very happy. We have another jack-o'-lantern here. We have a couple more pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, and there. Cobwebs and the pumpkins and the mobs. It's all for Halloween, so probably get removed. Maybe we'll make a Christmas tree for Christmas. I don't know. It's still Halloween time at the time of this recording. I don't know. Whenever you watch it, it might be not Halloween time. I don't know. Kind of like an accent wall there. Kind of nice. I like it. Yeah. So this is our office area. I will be filling this up with more items, maybe bookshelves, lots of stuff. I would like to add one of those ME terminals, so like a little inventory access point here. Kind of look like a computer. We'll pretty much be accessing this GUI here. But if we go up the stairs here, we have our bedroom. This is where we're gonna put the bed. I have another chair here. Let's look at the view. Not well placed here, but if I get a nice shot there, pretty cool. I like it. And then another upside down jack-o'-lantern there. I would like there to be a bridge here that connects kind of like that part of the land to this part of the land, because it's not connected. So I would like to make like a really nice bridge there. And the roof, another balcony. I might put more stuff here later down the line. This is just the beginning. There's so much things to do here. These are the beginning quests. I have already went to the ancient city. I did not fight the warden yet. I kind of just maneuvered around him. I have not been to the end yet. I have been to the Nether. I would like to find a sniffer. I think these are new to this. This is a new mob to vanilla Minecraft. So I would like to meet one of these and find it. So that's be on the list too. Make an exploring episode. But that is our house here. And that's pretty much it. That is the base tour. And that's pretty much what we got so far. We got our inventory room, our inventory storage area. We have our first base. We have our windmills. We have our new house that we're going to move into. So this will be the start of our journey here together. That's pretty much it. Recap. Let's see what we got here. Cardboard boxes. So pocket storage units are a really good way to have more inventory space, especially when you are exploring. Because in this mod pack there are a lot of mods, and there are a lot of chests that contain different items. So you run out of storage very fast here. So having more inventory space is really nice. Cardboard boxes are useful to pick up mob spawners, and the flawless budding quartz. Jetpacks is a really easy way to fly early game. This is a gold version. However, there is a wood version which is very easy. It's just leather, some redstone, and some iron. Very easy to get into, and you can just put it into one of those windmills, and it's pretty much infinite power. So that's the jetpack for you. Portal gun pretty much allows you to get to one place to another. It also works between dimensions. So if you go to the Nether and you're in a sticky situation, or if you're in an ancient city, or if you're in the end, you need to get away quickly, you can just place one of these down and get back to your base. What else here? Building gadgets, cut and paste gadgets are all really good. Destruction gadgets are good. What else here? The farm. So getting a farm set up is crucial, especially in the beginning. This is kind of like the best power generation you can get, and from there you can go to the cactus setup, where I'm converting cactus into biofuel and biofuel into ethylene gas or ethylene, and generates even more power. And setting up a quartz farm like this. So I have the quartz, the flawless budding quartz, with an annihilation plane and a drawer with a storage bus, because that will this annihilation plane will detect where to send the items when it breaks, so it'll send it into the drawer, the nearest inventory. So that, and this crystal resonance generator is to power just these two items, which does fine, and you don't have to like put coal or anything. It just automatically generates power. It doesn't generate a lot, but it's good enough to get you by, and I already have 35,000 of that, so it's not bad. I have AFK'd this map a lot, going back and forth, kind of like learning how to build. Ow. Because it did take me a while to build these structures out, so hence why I have so much material. So if you can get these started and you kind of like focus on building, you can allow your resources to accumulate. Once again, Ultimine, you can build staircases that go down. It's kind of nice. Have it bind to left control, so you can look that up. This is a really good early storage option as well. If you have a storage controller and a bunch of drawers with a bunch of drawers with the upgrade cards. Have these upgraded there. Oh, there you go. Good example here. If we type in upgrade, recipe, let's just recipe. The base upgrade is copper, gold, and some chest and a drawer, and it goes up from there. I currently have a diamond one, so this takes my 32,000 drawer and it converts it into a 786,000 drawer. And here we go. This slowed down now because it didn't have any room. This also slowed down because it didn't have any room. So we can put drawer upgrade in here, and it should never get backlogged like that again. So neat tip, drawers, and you could just put cobblestone, netherrack, just upgrade it, and pretty much you can have a lot of inventory space. This one has 786,000 inventory space. Extractors here are a really good way to get any type of material. You can see the material list if you once again look it up. Extractor. I might be repeating myself, but this is a tips and tricks / tour video. So if you type in, if you go here, extractor, and press U, it'll look up the uses, and you can pretty much generate all this given the layout. That's nice. These crystals, you can farm them with the setup down there. And I think that's about it. Auto crafting, farms, how to salvage items, backpack, ultimine, the red fertilizer, crop support, which I showed how to make earlier, the growth accelerators, and the resonance generators to produce power for these. The goo makes portal gun, and I think that's it. That's what was useful to me. Having a lot of inventory space is crucial, especially in the beginning, because you always run out of space, and you would like to get your inventory system started as soon as possible. I will go more into depth. Maybe the next episode will be our storage room. Our storage episode will remove all of our inventory setup from there into here, and I can kind of give like a breakdown on how everything works more in depth. But I think that is it for today. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys have a good day, good night, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time zone it is for you. Thank you for watching. Until next time.